Action Week is a campaign run by Environmental Protection UK. It's primarily designed to raise awareness of noise issues throughout the UK. In Cardiff, we've decided to use the week to highlight the problem with dogs barking and how they might affect neighbours. We've had several complaints regularly about dogs not necessarily being the right dogs for the location. You might see so like large gun dogs or hounds being kept in small terraced houses, which aren't necessarily appropriate. Might be left all day while the owners are out while they're working. It could be bored, could be distressed, and then we have to go in and investigate complaints of dogs.
And I understand that it's almost surprising, really, that the noise complaints are almost some of the biggest things that the local councils deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. It's certainly in Cardiff we had in 2015 nearly 3,000 complaints of noise, which is the majority of complaints that come to the council, really.
And other than the dogs, who are the culprits of this noise pollution? Is it companies? Is it individuals?
A bit of both, really. We have the majority of the complaints come from neighbours from residential properties. Generally, as a department, we don't expect silence. What we do ask is people to be reasonable and consider their neighbours. If we ever had a situation where we would investigate a complaint and we didn't think that the noise was particularly unreasonable, we would say to the complainant, sorry, there's nothing we can do about it. It's awareness, really, and Noise Action Week is about raising the awareness. We've done a press release. We've also commissioned a leaflet which has been sent around. And every letter that we've sent out this week, we've actually put Noise Action Week material in the letters. So,
how much does this actually cost the council to deal with?
It's been estimated by DEFRA that every single noise complaint costs a minimum of £130 per complaint, but it can be anything up to £7,000, depending on how significant the complaint, whether we go for prosecution, whether we need to seize the equipment. It is a very large range of costs, but 3,000 calls, £130 a time, it adds up very quickly.
And so what's the way forward with it? How are you planning on tackling it as much as you can?
It does feel about trying to hold back the tide, really. So we have a statutory duty to investigate complaints. It's about us just trying to get out there, investigate complaints, try and deal with them as they come in, and then hopefully through campaigns such as Noise Action Week to try and solve the problem at source by encouraging people to be a bit more considerate, really.
And education through these leaflets and things, do you think that's really the thing that's going to do it, yeah?
Well, anything helps, really, frankly. I mean, it's a combination of raising awareness, educating potential noise makers, but also complainants on what to expect, what can be considered unreasonable or not. But then we also have the opportunity to fall back on legal proceedings, so we can go out and prosecute people for being unreasonable. We can take their hi-fis off them. We can perhaps suggest that they surrender their dog over to the RSPCA if they're causing a problem they can't manage them. There are all options that we can deal with, and it's part of a toolkit. I hate using that word, but it's part of a suite of issues that we can deal with, that we use to deal with the noise problem.